so sick of these motherfucking flunky ass niggas. I'm in the Kroger's grocery store getting ready to buy me some groceries and get the fuck out of there. And here come one of these flunky ass niggas. Walked up to me talking about, I don't appreciate you talking about the pastor like that. You know how they are. The pastor be up there preaching and they'll run way across the goddamn room to give him a glass of water. You understand? They'll do anything that the pastor say. You understand? They ain't nothing but a bunch of flunky ass motherfuckers. They ain't got no backbone. They ain't no man. They ain't shit. You understand? They probably have sucked the pastor's dick if he pulled his pants down. Now I want you to listen and pay attention to what I mentioned. The only God that these cold-hearted bastards believe in is that green piece of paper that states, "In God we trust." Believe it or not, most church pimps are atheists, like them prosperity motherfuckers, telling people the more you give, the more God will bless you. All he wants is your money, dummy, and your time, which is your life. And then he'll turn around and fuck your wife. I hate stupid people. I hate them. It should be against the law to be stupid. I don't feel sorry for the misfits and half-wits that give the church pimps everything they got. I knew this nerd. We went to school together. He was one of them religious nuts, always telling me he was blessed and favored. He told me, Jones, you need to change your wicked ways and stop all that cussing. I told that fool, I want you to know something. I started to pimp smack his ass, but then that would have been what he wanted. So he thought he was so fucking intelligent. So I thought I'd get on his level and fuck him up. I told him, I said, I want you to Google something. Did you know that people who use profanity are more honest than people that don't use profanity? Google it. He couldn't believe that. Years later, I heard the white man laid his nerdy black ass off, and that stinking bitch he was married to left his nerdy ass. God damn, that bitch stank. I swear for God, man, she run a skunk away. She was a big, fat, funky, greasy bitch that looked like Yogi the Bear with a pink bonnet on her motherfucking head, walking backwards, looking like who did it and what happened. Them false eyelashes looked like they was going around the corner. She was so big and fat and ugly, she couldn't even walk. She'd be sliding everywhere she go. Every time I saw that big, fat, funky motherfucker, she'd be eating something. I don't understand it. I swear for God, I don't know what the fuck he saw in that bitch. But he was mad to her ass. Years later, I heard that his house was in foreclosure. He got so broke, he asked his good pastor for a loan. Know what the good pastor told him? Do you know what the good pastor told him? I can't do that, but we can hold hands and pray about it. I hope he gets so broke he won't be able to buy a can of sardines and a pack of crackers. I hope he gets so broke he'll be standing on the corner in the wintertime, 20 below zero without no goddamn drawers. I hope he gets so broke he'll be living in a dumpster, eating out of a garbage can and sleeping in the alley with the rats and the roaches. You dumb fuck. But when it comes to church pimping, when it comes to big time church pimping, I'm telling y'all, I got to back up. I got to take my hat off to the king of prosperity preachers. Creflo Dollar will make you holler. Any fool who believes in this con man should have never been dropped out of his black mammy's ass. Now, what I'm about ready to tell you is not news. This is church pimp history. Remember that. You young people don't know nothing about Creflo Dollar. You see him on YouTube smiling, mild-mannered, looking like a total gentleman. He ain't nothing but the motherfucking devil. He told his suckers in March 2015 that he needed a $65 million jet. And those ignorant ass motherfuckers bought it for him. Creflo Dollar would make you holler. When I heard that, I screamed, holy shit! Now you talk about some suckers. You talk about some fools. You talk about some morons, some idiots. They take the cake, the ice cream, and the cherry on top. Creflo Dollar will make you holler. He stated, if anyone, remember what I said, if anyone, that means you could be blind, you could be sick, you could be crippled, you could have cancer. If anyone in his church doesn't pay tithes, they need to be lined up and shot down. Now if that ain't the devil, I don't know what is. Remember, the church pimp needs you more than you need him. Without you coming to church, he wouldn't have no church. Without you paying tithes, he wouldn't have such a flamboyant lifestyle. You see, his game is you have to come to his church because unconsciously you believe that God is only in his church. That's why you go to church, to serve God. But God is everywhere. I was taught God is the moon, the stars, the sun, and the trees. God is in you. God is in me. God is the air we breathe. You can worship God in your privacy, and that, my friend, is a reality. I predict that in the future, churches will fall and people will be having church in their own home. The church pimp has a hell of an occupation. He don't need an education. He gets paid for taking a vacation. Seeing the world is part of his recreation. He's got a conversation that's filled with slick information that makes him a sensation. Some worship him as if he's a revelation. There will be church pimps in the next generation. Going to the bank is his main destination. You see, it's all about the money. Church is a business. I will repeat that. Church is a business. But the suckers don't know that. Church pimps are worse than pimps, players, and hustlers in the streets. See a pimp standing on the corner with his hat cocked, ace deuce, looking mean, checking out the pimp scene, riding in limousines with his one and only queen, got a pocket full of green, and he got to be clean. Things have changed. It's not the same. There's no more rules to the game. The pimp's rap is, don't never give a bitch a even break, but don't never cross a good woman. I live by that. That's my Bible. Now, some of you may think that's cold, walking around with your head up your ass, acting like you were born yesterday. I know your mentality. You so stupid, you don't even know you're stupid. A pimp is a Boy Scout compared to a church pimp. He will take from the old, the blind, the homeless, the sick, the crippled, and the mentally disabled. Remember the late, great Billy Preston, the man who saved the Beatles? His whole life was stressed out. You know why? As a young, innocent child, he was sexually molested by a local pastor, a man of God. On June the 6th, 2006, in Scottsdale, Arizona, the iconic Billy Preston died of complications of hypertension that resulted in kidney failure. And you blind sheep wonder why I wrote the book Church Pimps. In 1999, my one and only mother was diagnosed with lung cancer. As she laid on her deathbed, the good preacher knocked on the door. Do you know what he wanted? He came there to collect his tithes. My family was glad I wasn't there because they know I would be on death row right now. Remember Pastor Eddie Long? He was fucking them young boys in the ass, then turning around and taking that same shitty dick and sticking it in his wife. When this psychotic misfit got diagnosed with AIDS, he convinced his stupid congregation that he wasn't sick, although he was losing weight and looking like skin and bones. These mentally ill fools believed whatever he said. He destroyed all of those young men, including his wife, who was a good woman. Old school pimps respect good women. They don't give a fuck about bitches. True pimps don't fuck bitches. They pimp bitches, but they love their queen. But the church pimp don't give a fuck about nothing except that green. Aretha Franklin's father, Pastor C.L. Franklin, was like a rooster in the hen house. He screwed so many women in his congregation. In 1979, church pimp C.L. Franklin Lane was shot. They say it was some burglars, but news in the streets stated the person that did it was one of the women's husbands he was screwing. Whoever did it got away with cold-blooded murder. He was in a coma from June the 10th, 1979, until he died July the 27th, 1984. Are you standing up or sitting down? Can you guess who else church pimp C.L. Franklin Lane was fucking? The answer is his own daughter, Aretha Franklin. Now that's a dirty, low-down dog. Wait a minute, I apologize. I wouldn't put that on a dog. I almost forgot. It's the pastor's anniversary. Now you talk about some sucker shit. Did you know that some pastors get paid $1,000 for each year that he has pastored a church? Now think about this. If a pastor has been preaching for 30 years, the church owes him $30,000. I remember a church flunky asked me, was I coming to the pastor's anniversary? And I told him, I've been married to the same woman for over 50 years. My anniversary is July the 3rd. And you know what? Out of all the pastors that I know, not one pastor has given me a card, a cupcake, a donut, not even a bag of stale peanuts. I'm one of them people, if you don't support me, I can't support you. I told him, fuck the pastor's anniversary and feed him dog food. You dumb fuck. When you first meet a church pimp, he is going to be very nice. and polite. Like a snake, he uses manipulation to control you. A good friend of mine had a grandmother who was very religious. She refused to pay for her medication because she believed she had to pay her tithes first. The results were fatal. She died. To make things worse, she gave all her assets to the church. The good preacher got everything. The grandson didn't get nothing. He was never the same. After that, he became a full-blown atheist. A church pimp can be very cruel and destructive. Mentally, he convinces you to work in the church. But after years of working in the church without any pay, the years turn into decades. Age has dominated your body with severe health problems. High blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol has gone through the roof. You won't be able to walk again, the doctor tells you. You had a heart attack and a stroke. As you lie on your back in the hospital looking at the ceiling, you think to yourself and you realize the good pastor hasn't called me or even took the time to visit me. After 25 years of cleaning toilets, mopping, shoveling snow, and running the sweeper, you think to yourself, damn, is this my reward? The black church is not dying, it's dead. The reason is because anything goes. They don't have no standards. Come as you are. They don't believe in tradition. And if you don't have tradition, you're going to have chaos. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let me show you just how wicked the black church has become. Now this savage, this clown-ass bitch who has the mentality of a bedbug calls herself Glorilla. I don't know any black woman on the face of this earth who would call herself Glorilla. Now, if a white man called her Glorilla, it'll be all over the news. I can hear you savages screaming, profiling, racism, discrimination. Now, are you standing or sitting down? Can you believe that BET gave this hip-hop bitch a gospel award? I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I'm going to do you like the farmer did the potato. Going to plant you now and dig you later. I got to go, got to hit the dough, can't say no more, and I might be driving you in my old school Eldo. Now listen and pay attention to this video. I'll wrap it up. But Ronnie, I know I'm in the studio and everything, and I know you got other stuff going on, man. You know, I told you I was going to wrap it up, but I can't wrap it up now. I was wondering, could you just give me a few minutes, man?
Yeah, go ahead, Jones.
Okay, all right then, man. Yeah, like I said, I was going to wrap it up, but I can't do it now. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all see that? This two-legged dog can't even talk. This motherfucker can't even talk. You need to watch her videos. That's what y'all need to do, man. Shaking a nasty, funky ass, rapping about that hip-hop bullshit. See, them young, ignorant ass motherfuckers, they like that noise because it's not music. I wish I had that stinking bitch. I'd be rich. The first thing in the morning, she would receive a pimp smack. Then I put her ass out there on that fast track. And I would tell her, bring all my money, because I'm a real motherfucking Mac. Then I stuff her mouth full of dirty socks, because she dumber than a box of rocks. I feed and make her drink out of a straw. And you bet not open your mouth, because it's against the motherfucking law. Now, Kirk Franklin, I got a bone to pick with your ass. Because you're responsible for this shit. You're responsible for this shit. You fucked up my favorite gospel record of all time. Rain Down on Me. It's a classic. Leave the classics alone. Leave the classics alone. Fucked up my record, you little ugly motherfucker. You look just like a German shepherd. My ass look better than your face. Fucked up my record with that Glorilla bitch. I'm telling you, man, you something else, man. I think one thing I got to say, you got something going for you. You got a good woman. You got a queen. I'm an old school player. I can read women like you read a book. She ain't fucking Ronnie, Tommy, Johnny, and licking Connie. Like I told you, you got a queen, man. I got to get that up to you. She ain't like these stinking ass bitches on YouTube talking about they got 50 bodies. They fucking everybody, somebody, anybody, but they don't understand why they ain't got nobody. Now, I know what your dumb ass was doing. You looked at Sam Cooke, the Rance Allen Group, who was able to take R&B music and convert it into gospel. And it worked. But hip hop is not music. It's garbage. It's poison. That's why these young fools is killing one another. It will never, ever fit. Now, my brothers and sisters, if you are attending a black church and your pastor is promoting hip hop concerts, leave that church right now. Right now. He don't care about the future of your sons, nephews, and grandsons. He looks at you as a dummy. All he wants is your money. He knows what he is doing deep down inside. He don't care. He has no pride. He is promoting genocide. Grandpa lied. Think about it.